Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we can get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world it could be. You're totally right here with me, the BABGOG, and I appreciate you pull up on me. What's going on, man? Shout out to everybody in the building. I just wanted to take this opportunity, I guess, to go over some of the trial stuff um on my own. Because again, man, seeing a whole bunch of bullshit still. And it's unfortunate. But at the same time, hey, has to be done, right? Niggas gonna nigga, bro. Um, you know, and the thing about it is that being that black people don't understand, or I won't say don't understand, refuse to acknowledge, right? How things are versus how they want them to be, and can't seem to get over um certain shit, bro. You know, listen, man. Hey, bro. Hey, man. Listen, the link is dropped, and it's funny to me. Everybody got all this smoke. Everybody do, bro. Motherfuckers cover my content. Motherfuckers got shit to say. Motherfuckers talk to me where I don't even be at. But whenever I drop the link, bro, nobody ever shows up. You niggas be randomly bringing my name, dropping my name. But when you have the opportunity to go one on one with the great one, saying you're never around, man, never to be found. But shout out to my man, Dolomite 19. Appreciate your brother for the 5. Ain't nothing but some money. Fantastic. Don't get in trouble with the Kommunitah messing up that Karmelo storyline. You know you're dealing with reality deniers. And you know what's crazy though, bro? The sad part about this shit is like, bro, this is not even a question of if the boy did it. The boy did it. Clearly. And I'm gonna go over some of the stuff that I did yesterday, so you know I can show it. I was saying it, but let's just show it, man, so the people can understand. Right. But again, nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining or niggas believe it to be self-serving, right? So let's do this right here. Okay. So Penal Code, Title 5, Offenses Against a Person, Chapter 19, Criminal Homicide. Of course, murder falls under homicide, right? Adequate cause means cause that would commonly produce a degree of anger, rage, resentment, or terror in a person of ordinary temper, sufficient to render mind incapable of cool reflection. Sudden passion means that passion directly caused by an arising out of provocation by the individual killed or another acting with the person killed, which passion arises at the time of the offense and is not solely the result of a formal provocation. A person commits an offense if the person intentionally and knowingly causes the death of an individual. Okay, so I don't think he did it intentionally, but the key word here, or knowingly. Okay, so knowingly, you stab a motherfucker in the chest, they might die. So even though it might have been intentional, he knew stabbing a motherfucker with a knife in the chest could result in death. Now this right here, all right, is all the way, without a doubt. Intends to cause serious bodily injury and commits an act clearly dangerous to human life that causes the death of an individual. So you don't have to have all of these. You just have to have one of these. Now, one would be questionable. Part 1 of section B, right, might be questionable. But part 2 right here, intends, because he stabbed him. And remember, he said, either touch me and see what happened or touch me again. And several people of the account said he already had his hand in the bag on the knife. Okay. Several of the students who testified said, hey, his hand was already in the bag when they were having a verbal altercation. So 2 fits. It's not what you feel. It's not what you think. 2 clearly fits. I'm going to read it to you again. Intends to cause serious bodily injury. Stabbing someone is serious bodily injury. Let's go back to the intends part. He intended to do it because he warned them when he said something along the lines where touch me again and see what happened or try me or whatever he said, in telling the person that if you touch me, something is going to happen. And in that time, he knowingly had the knife and utilized the knife that he had. So he intentionally used the knife. This wasn't a thing to where he was in a scramble and he was fighting for his life and so on and so forth. So, hey, he reaches, a knife is around and he reaches and grabs a knife and uses the knife to save his own life. No, he brought the knife. He had possession of the knife only known to him. He was the only person that knew he had a knife. So he intended to use the knife. Okay, intends. He had the knife. He had his hand on the knife. To cause serious bodily injury, stabbing someone is clearly serious bodily injury. And obviously it's serious bodily injury because the boy died from it. Commits an act clearly dangerous to human life. Stabbing a person in the chest is clearly dangerous to human life. And of course, it caused the death of the individual. What are we arguing here, people? And again, the only reason you niggas care is because of white boy involved. The only reason you niggas fake care is because a white boy is involved. Had this been 2 niggas, nobody cares. This don't make the news. Nobody cares about the trial. Nobody cares about the outcome. Nobody cares. But because it gives you niggas a chance to have this race war or this race win or whatever the fuck y'all think it might be, bro. Y'all standing outside the fucking, y'all niggas y'all really standing out the courtroom doing fucking voodoo now? They say these niggas outside the courtroom doing motherfucking voodoo and shit, man. Yeah, let's see this shit, man. I saw this and I didn't directly go into it, but let's see what's going on here. Let's see what type of shenanigans you niggas is doing. See what the hell y'all niggas got going on, man. Hey, come on, get up. That shit is now she must go. Because you're the one who's agitating. If I just kicked that hoe, I would have been in jail right now. Don't agitate me. I'm really not going. Okay, come across the street. You can either get your ass. I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. It's gonna end up you.
Are you guys seeing this?
Don't ever speak to me. I bet you. Okay, I'm peaceful.
You see what she's doing?
So now you calm. Calm down. I don't respect violence. You're a racist bitch. You're a racist bitch. What's your problem with my skin? What's your problem with my skin? I'm not racist. What's your problem with my skin?
Folks, we've got witchcraft outside the Karmelo Anthony trial in McKinney, Texas. Not metaphorical, literal dirt drawings, sticks, bones, or whatever that is on the ground. Harry Potter shirts, and hex attempts. This is the defense strategy now. If your justice movement needs voodoo dolls and ground sigils, maybe rethink the case. Open racial tribalism on display. Everything reduced to blacks versus America. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section.
Man, what the fuck y'all got going on, man? Please, man. Y'all got nigga holes in Texas? So please find all the nigga holes, please.
Throw your ass down the nigga hole.
Please throw these niggas in the nigga hole, man. Please, Lord. Y'all fucking embarrassing, man.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
He was not an aggressor. Karmelo was not an aggressor. He was minding his damn business when them boys came up to him.
We need the crowd. We need the creep. Karmelo Anthony will walk free. We need the crowd.
They silence Karmelo and his family.
Anthony will walk free. We need the crowd. We need the creep. Karmelo Anthony will walk free. We need the crowd. We need the creep.
Niggas still fucking chanting and marching in fucking 2026. Y'all don't care even about the facts.
Karmelo Anthony will walk free. We need the crowd. We need the creep. Karmelo Anthony will walk free. We need the crowd. We need the creep. Karmelo Anthony will walk free. We need the crowd. We need the creep. Karmelo Anthony will walk free.
Again, people, do y'all understand that black people are out here campaigning for a black boy that murdered a white boy? A black boy that won't say murder, killed, right? I guess murder would be the wasn't, but he killed him. Okay. I'm going to ask this question again. If the roles were reversed, would y'all be out here campaigning for justice for Karmelo Anthony? If the roles were reversed and you would be asking for Austin Metcalf to be found guilty, what does that tell you? I really wish I could be in places. Again, like if they have a trial or some shit like this, I guess I'll do it, right? But it's very, very sad, man, to see that, again, you niggas only care because of the racial aspect. I promise you, okay, if the roles were reversed, you'll be seeking for Austin Metcalf to be found guilty. This is how you know you niggas are full of shit. Uniquely, the sad thing about it is niggas think they want fucking anarchy. Niggas don't want no anarchy. Uniquely, people and black people the most. Niggas are the worst, the biggest delusional motherfuckers. The white supremacist system, white supremacy and the white man and the police and whatever. Bro, if they started the purge for real, okay, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do for them 24 hours or what? How long was the purge? 24 hours? Y'all motherfuckers will be begging for that same white supremacist motherfucking system to protect your ass. Most of y'all can't fight, ain't gonna kill shit, don't got no survival skills. Don't even have fucking supplies to last a day or a few days without having to go outside the house. D. Franklin, yes, they were stupid for supporting fucking George Zimmerman. Yes, they were stupid. Why do y'all, and again, what does this have to do with anything else? I don't want to hear shit about George Zimmerman. I don't want to hear shit about fucking what's another thing? What's another trial, I guess? Fucking Rodney King. I don't want to hear shit about none of that. We talking about this trial right here. Stay on task. Whenever you got to listen, whenever you got to bring up something else to make your argument, you don't have an argument. Talk about this. Talk about this today. George Zimmerman was over 10 years, 12 years ago. The Trayvon Martin shit was what? 2010? Why the fuck are we bringing up fucking George Zimmerman in fucking 2026? You niggas didn't do nothing to him. You niggas was cracker this, cracker that. I'm gonna catch that cracker. And the cracker alive and well. Ain't had a fucking hair hurt on his head. Y'all didn't do shit to him. And listen, bro, I'm not finna go back and forth with you niggas, bro. If you want to talk to me, bro, hit the link. The link is pinned. I'm not finna go back and forth with you niggas. The link is there for a reason. Bring your lame ass up here and motherfucking have the fucking conversation. I'm not finna keep talking to you niggas from the chat, bro. Sick of this shit. Yeah, Kyle Rittenhouse, niggas and niggas Rittenhouse, nigga. Kyle Rittenhouse was attacked several times. Thank God, all of it was on fucking camera. Kyle Rittenhouse didn't hurt not one black person. You niggas lie. He shot a black person and killed. Somebody said that shit on national TV, bro. I'm trying to remember who it was. Somebody said that Kyle Rittenhouse shot black people on national TV and like nobody corrected it. Little Rock, niggas lied and said he killed black people. No, he killed the fucking pedophile, a white pedophile. He shot a white felon that had a firearm that shouldn't even had a firearm, and then he killed the dude that hit him with a skateboard. This is why I say black people are not mature enough to about race. You niggas aren't mature. You niggas can't get your emotions around the facts, you know, of a situation. The white man. Oh, you know the fucking precedent that would have been set for fucking for gun rights if Kyle Rittenhouse had been fucking found guilty when he had on camera being attacked all 3 times. Oh, but because it had something to do with George Floyd. He was an anti-George Floyd protester, so he got to be guilty. He hate niggas. He's a racist. He killed black people. Niggas just say anything, bro. Shout out to Lil Rock, man. A1 Day 1 in the building, man. Greatly appreciate you, brother. The mailbox money. Put the motherfucking club soda on it, bro.
That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
Appreciate you, bro. Of Aaron C, bro, I don't really know, man. I think it seems that way, but I think it's way too many other things going on, bro, for this race war shit to really, really pop off. And unfortunately, again, bro, oh man, you pussy. Oh man, you scared. Oh man, you this. Oh man, you that. Bro, you niggas have no idea, bro. Black people aren't capable of winning no motherfucking race war, nigga. A good general doesn't motherfucking lead his troops into a battle where he know everybody gonna die. What he does is he fucking strategizes, he plans, he does everything he can do, right, to delay that shit if it's delayed or avoid it. What's the fucking point in fucking fighting a known losing war? Asking for it. Fucking crazy. It's fucking retarded. Yo, the shit y'all niggas be asking for be crazy. Oh, the race war, we ready. No, bro. You niggas can't shoot. You niggas can't even run. Look at all these people, bro. All these, look. How we gonna win a race war with this, man? The main dude talking, everybody out of shape. Everybody out of shape. The black woman is the leader. The black woman is the one talking the loudest and all this other shit. Leading niggas right into motherfucking they doom. And you dumbass niggas falling right behind her. Thank you, Dolomite. What you think the Chinaman gonna do? Chinaman already don't motherfucking like you. He gonna team up with the white man. What you think the Mexican gonna do? You know, the term white Hispanic exists for a reason. Nigga, it ain't just you versus the white man, it's you versus everybody. And then again, behind enemy lines, I mean friendly fire. You gotta worry about friendly fire with niggas. You niggas don't even want to talk about the drug dealer killer gorilla niggas. We ain't even fixed our own internal issues yet. I don't trust you niggas. I don't trust you niggas to go into no motherfucking battle. Something that's serious to where you it's us against the motherfucking world. You niggas aren't prepared for that. But if I say, oh man, you just scary, you just clone, you just this, man, fuck you, man. You niggas only want to listen to the shit that you want to believe. You only want to participate in the shit that you feel like fucking serves your bullshit ass interest that you have a very, very low IQ on. Now let's get into Willie D lying ass. Well, no, well, you know, let me see. Just lying, man. Willie D again. Another one of these motherfuckers that y'all make the dumbest niggas leaders too, man. I'm sick of you niggas, bro. All Willie D talked like he on the fucking spectrum. The nigga rapped like he was on the spectrum. And y'all done made fucking Willie D like a thought leader and a spokesperson for the black community. I'll never forgive you niggas, bro. Never.
What's up, family? On April 2nd, 2025, 17-year-old Austin Metcalf was fatally stabbed by then 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony during a track meet in Frisco, Texas. Austin was a student at Memorial High School, and Karmelo was a student at opposing Frisco Centennial. Now, the trial is in its third day, now going on its third day, that's Monday. But on yesterday, the second day of the trial, something strange happened. They actually showed the video of what went down. And according to a staff member
that's a fucking liar. You niggas are still listening to lying ass niggas that have an agenda, that spread fucking lies and propaganda. Do you understand how that hurts black people? Y'all got to stop this shit, bro. Remember they had so many skits back in the day, Black Eyewitness Guy? Black Eyewitness Guy, I don't ever want to hear from Black Eyewitness Guy, man. I don't, bro. They always ask the wrong nigga. And niggas can never pass up on the motherfucking, oh, we on live TV? What's up, mama? What's up, Junebug? Yeah, man, this is what happened.
Austin brought this all upon himself, but he wasn't alone. He did not act alone. His brother, Hunter, is not innocent in all of this because according to a staff member who actually viewed the video, they watched the video in court, the staff member said that, first and foremost, that the clarity of the video is remarkable. He emphasized that.
Remarkable, nigga, they said, I don't even want to watch this, bro. I'm done. I'm not. Again, man, if you're getting your news from Willie D, just you literally they said the opposite. The exact fucking opposite, bro. They had to enhance the fucking video to the point and zoom in and do all this other shit. They said plenty of times that the video is super grainy. This is why I can't trust you niggas. This is why I can't take you niggas serious about nothing. You same niggas said, remember, you guys, put a one in the chat if you guys remember the guy that just got shot last year for running into the cop. Put a one in the chat if you guys remember the dude with the shot. The cop ended up shooting the dude on the dash cam in his own personal vehicle because the dude tried to cut him off, hit his car, right? Pistol whipped the fucking cop, the off-duty cop, and the cop shot him and killed him. You know what niggas said? Niggas said, oh man, his hands was up in the air. He ain't do nothing. Niggas lied. Niggas lied and claimed they saw the shit, bro. And so the family jumping out here, out their body, oh my God, it's racism. They targeted our son. Not to mention the nigga had a motherfucking rap sheet as long as who knows what, right? Of course, criminal nigga, right? But the family had to put out an official fucking statement and apology and apologize after the fucking dash cam footage, personal dash cam footage came out of this dude pistol whipping a fucking off-duty cop. You niggas don't care about no truth. You niggas don't care about no justice. Y'all just want to get back at the white man. Y'all just want to get back at the system. Hate you niggas, bro. Now, this right here is very, very important. Because this kid knows both of them. He has had interactions with both Karmelo and Austin.
Tonight, there are major developments in the track meet stabbing trial. In an unexpected move on this rare Saturday session of court, the state rested. The defense is now
today, by the way, today. So the state has pretty much asked all their witnesses for now, and it's going to be on the defense to call their witnesses starting back on Monday. Okay. Now, this happened today.
Calling witnesses. Karmelo Anthony is charged with murder in the death of Austin Metcalf at a high school track meet in April of last year. Our senior crime and justice reporter, Rebecca Lopez, is covering this trial from us from the Collin County Courthouse. She joins us live right now. So walk us through what happened today. A lot, Rebecca.
There was a lot that happened today.
Hey, shout out to my man, Jay Miller, man. Greatly appreciate you, brother, for the 25 on the Cash App, for the support, brother. Greatly appreciate it.
And And it was surprising that the prosecution did rest its case after the jurors heard from more student witnesses. They also heard from the medical examiner, and they heard from one of the students that was under that memorial tent that was both friends with Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony. And what it showed us today is that sometimes witnesses can really remember the same event very differently, and while they generally agreed on what happened, the details widely varied. Now, one of the most anticipated witnesses was that student who knew both Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. He testified that tensions escalated after Anthony was asked to leave the memorial team tent. He told jurors Anthony became angry, challenged Austin to move him, and appeared to be provoking a confrontation before Austin put his hands on him. He described Austin falling backwards, lifting his shirt, and yelling that he'd been stabbed.
So again, man, listen, it sounds like y'all said it was a double push. All these kids are saying it was one push and an immediate stabbing. From every account that I've heard, the witness account, they're going back and forth. Karmelo is saying what he's saying, touch me or whatever, so on and so forth, right? Several kids have said the same thing. Now, again, this kid knows both of them, or, it's neutral. He's cool with both of them. All right? Allegedly. We'll just say allegedly. Even the people that'll be on his side, all of these kids are saying that Karmelo Anthony was confrontational and that he didn't want to leave and that he was the one, whatever, so on and so forth. Okay? Now, could all the kids be lying? I guess. But what's going to get y'all is this is a track meet. Who mostly runs track? Who mostly runs track, y'all? Chat participation. Chat participation. There you go, Auburn eyes. Blacks is kind of crazy. Blacks is crazy, Auburn eyes. But yes, we run track. We run track. So a lot of the fucking athletes that are being fucking called to the witness stands, a lot of these witnesses are black kids. So the whole racism and that's not gonna work. The whole thing, they jumped him. So now you saying that white boys and black kids jumped the boy? When nobody said that. Other than niggas. They jumped him. They jumped that man. Everybody said the same thing. The brother was not involved at all. The brother wasn't even directly involved in the fucking situation. The brother turned around to his brother being fucking stabbed. He was not involved. But you niggas love a lie.
Also said he and Karmelo Anthony were not good friends. But on cross-examination, the jury was shown photos of the two together at parties, social gatherings, and at a track meet weeks before the stabbing. This was in an effort to show that they were much closer than the witness acknowledged. And then when asked why he didn't intervene, he said he really didn't know, and why he didn't tell his teammates that he knew Anthony to calm everyone down.
Again, y'all, so just because a motherfucker in a picture with a motherfucker, bro, you know how many motherfuckers, the Navy, right? We just say the Navy. Bro, you know how many motherfuckers that I done been around in the Navy and I might be in a picture with them or so on and so forth. We're in the same thing. We're in the same location. We at the same shit or whatever. We in the same group. And I have no fucking idea who that motherfucker is. Zero idea, bro. None. Why now you're putting it on this kid? You're trying to put it on this kid as to why do you intervene? Why do you do this? Why? It's not his fucking responsibility. He told you he don't know him. And just because fucking they have an association, they be in a couple pictures, that don't mean they fucking tight. Karina, he need to look old. I guess they cut his hair. They cut his fucking hair. They got rid of the the dreads or whatever, the starter dreads smartly.
I think you understand that they're still young, and it's just like anything with time. You're sometimes going to get some discrepancies within what they said. You know, you listen for what are those big key elements or those big key points that someone's going to make, and whatever it is that they say, have they veered or varied off of that?
And the defense called its first witness a Centennial track coach who testified that there were no real rules that no one could go into another team's tent. He says it's very relaxed at track meets and they often go into other people's tents. He also said that they did not have a tent that day when it was raining because they did not have the manpower. And he also said that they always have a coach inside that tent because they know that sometimes there is a confrontation, there could be confrontations between students. And the defense is trying to show that they didn't understand why Memorial's players were so intent on not having somebody under their tent and why there was not a coach there supervising them, Teresa.
Rebecca, before we let you go, just a couple more questions.
Again, y'all trying to put the blame on everybody else, bro. Even in situation, lack of accountability. Just because no fucking adult ain't around don't mean niggas get to stab people. What are we saying, bro? This defense is ass. This is the defense that you niggas pay for. Y'all niggas raised $500,000 for this. You niggas raised $500,000 for this shit. Thank you, bro. Niggas get mad with, hey, man, this is my seat, bro. Niggas ain't, bro, shit happened in a fucking movie theater. What? No, hey, bro, this is my seat, bro. Oh, my bad, bro. No, nigga, fuck that. Brother, I'm, no, nigga, you in my seat. Nigga, nah, nigga, hey, nigga, I told you, nigga. Now, mind you, I am not excusing Austin Metcalf for putting his hands on Karmelo. He does not have a right to fucking try and push the boy out and get the boy out of the tent. But again, niggas, grown niggas do shit like this. You ever been at a football game? Huh? Nigga, have a football game on with the wrong jersey. So now, the shit that grown motherfuckers is doing, this kid is just the worst motherfucker in the world. I can show you literal videos of how many times, hey man, what you doing over here? You shouldn't be here. But again, because the white boy, black boy, now, you know, he a Klan member.
I think a lot of people expected that Austin's twin brother, Hunter Metcalf, would testify. So why didn't prosecutors call him before they arrested?
Well, you know, Hunter Metcalf has not been inside the courtroom because there is a rule that potential witnesses cannot listen to other testimony. And so he has not been in the courtroom, but our legal expert believes that perhaps the state is waiting to call him as a rebuttal witness after the defense finishes its case.
Bro, and that shit there's going to be it. I think they were identical twins, right? They were identical twins. What was his name? Hunter? Let's see. Were Austin and Hunter Metcalf identical twins? Bro, when a identical twin of the boy that was killed gets on that stand, and tells the story about how he pretty much watched himself die over a fucking push. Y'all, every year that Karmelo Anthony gets is y'all's fault. Every year that fucking Karmelo Anthony gets in after this trial is you niggas' fault. No one would have dared told anybody to take this shit to trial. Y'all got the real Mr. Big rolling over in his fucking grave right now. I didn't mean this one, nigga. I want to took this one to trial.
And then one more thing. I know the medical examiner testified. That can be really difficult for family members. So what was that like? How did the judge handle that particular testimony?
The judge basically told the courtroom, if there's anyone here that does not want to listen to the medical examiner because it's going to be very difficult to listen to, the details were going to be graphic and the pictures were going to be graphic. So he asked anyone that didn't want to see that to leave the courtroom. The family of Austin Metcalf did, in fact, leave the courtroom, as well as some other people that were there to watch this trial. And so then they did show the pictures of the autopsy, but only to the jury. The rest of the gallery didn't see it. But you can imagine, Teresa, it is a difficult moment. And that was a very difficult moment for Austin Metcalf's family.
It's so hard for everyone involved. All right. Rebecca Lopez, our senior crime and justice reporter, continuing our live coverage on this rare Saturday session in a court in Collin County. Rebecca, thank you. And every day, WFAA is.
Now, let's go over some of the stuff from yesterday, man. I wonder if it's still there. Let me see real quick. Let's see something. Let me see this over here. Here we go. So you can't, for the people that don't know, they don't allow any cameras in this session, right? Live updates: Karmelo Anthony murder trial and fatal stabbing. Okay. Let's see. This is today, right? Judge adjourns trial until Monday morning. And this was 5:28 today. Team witness says Karmelo Anthony provoked confrontation. This was 5:26 today, right? After the break, 17-year-old from Frisco Memorial returned to the stand and said he called 911. The prosecutor asked him to demonstrate stabbing motion, then pressed him on who he believed was in the right. I think Karmelo was in the wrong, the teen said. When asked whether Karmelo Anthony provoked the confrontation, he said yes. Court pauses for a brief afternoon break. That was at 5:03. 5:01. Witness describes friendly interaction interaction before confrontation escalated in Frisco Memorial tent. A new defense witness, a 17-year-old male student from Frisco Memorial High School, took the stand as testimony continued. Defense: it was raining hard enough for people to be under tents. Witness: yes. Defense: I want to talk about Melo coming to the tent. It was clear Eddie knew Melo. Witness: yes. Defense from Melo entering the tent and interacting with Eddie. It was clear that they knew each other. Witness: yes. Defense: Eddie called Karmelo over to the tent. Witness: yes, sir. Defense: the interaction between Eddie and Melo was friendly. Witness: yes, sir. After Eddie called him over, Melo sat down. Witness: yes. Defense: for about 5 minutes, friendly talk. No one expressed a problem with Melo being there. Witness: no. Do you recall the first person to say, Melo, who are you? Witness: Hunter Metcalf. Hunter's a big guy, you could say. Witness: at the time of the event, Austin was a little bigger. I'd say substantially bigger. I believe you told the detective Hunter didn't tolerate being disrespected. Yes. So Hunter tells Melo to leave. Yes. Melo said, no one has a problem with me being here besides you. Yes. At some point, Austin and Hunter stand up. They had been seated. Yes. If you put Melo and Austin next to each other, Melo is smaller. Yes. Hunter started the moderate tone and it got more aggressive. Yes, sir. Do you remember telling the detective you need to move before I beat your ass? I don't recall saying that. Defense approaches the witness with papers. The witness agrees that Austin said something like that or something similar or about wanting to beat his ass. Austin is standing up. Melo still seated. Yes. That's when Melo reached into his bag after Austin mentioned something about wanting to beat his ass. Yes. Austin calls his bluff and says, I know you don't have anything in that bag. Witness, yes. For Austin to make his way to Melo, he has to move up 5 rows. Witness, yes. Defense, Austin takes a step or two and then they talk and that continues. Yes. At all this time, as Austin is moving closer to Melo, Melo is seated with his hand in the bag, like, don't come closer to me. Yes, sir. Melo says, as long as you don't touch me, we're cool, or don't touch me. Yes. You told the detective. Austin reached in and reached up, tapped Karmelo on the shoulder. Melo still seated. Yes. There's a touch, and then there's a grab. Yes. Austin grabbed with both hands. Both of his hands were in motion. Austin is reaching for Melo, and at that point, Melo's hand comes out the bag. Yes. Witness says visiting other team's tent normal at track meets. A new defense witness took the stand. An 18-year-old Frisco Centennial High School graduate who spent 4 years on the football program and 3 years running track alongside the fraternal twin brother. Defense, did you know Carmelo Anthony? What did you know him as? Yes, we call him Melo. How would you describe him? How would you describe your relationship? I'd say we were friends. We hung out. How's track different from a football game? There's way more people. You can walk around. Part of track is making friends. Would you agree to that? Yeah. Did you have friends from other teams? Yes. Did you spend time under other teams' tents? Yes. Did you see other kids doing the same? Yes, sir. Do you ever have a problem doing do you ever have a problem doing that where you were told you shouldn't do that? No, sir. Would you sometimes sit down and have a conversation? Would you spend more time in the tent? I'd spend some time. Have you ever been in the memorial tent before? Yes. Was it saying hi and leave or spend time and hang out? We spend time hanging out. Was it just you, me, and Karmelo? We both had friends at memorial. How much time did you spend? About 10 minutes. Were there any problems with that? No. There's no need for a knife at a track meet. Witness? No. As far as you know, Frisco ISID policy of not having a knife at a track meet has never been violated. Witness, it hasn't. Coach, no rules against athletes entering the other team's tents. I ain't gonna read the whole shit and go through here, bro. State rests his case. After calling 21 witnesses. Damn, it did 21 witnesses yesterday. That's fucking crazy. Jesus Christ. This one right here is important. So June 6th at 2:39 p.m. Listen, if you're not gonna hit the link, whole ass nigga, get the fuck out of my chat. The link is pinned. If your bitch ass is not gonna hit the link, nigga, stop tap dancing in my chat and get the fuck on. Bitch. Medical examiner says Austin Metcalf's wound wasn't survivable. The medical examiner is explaining Metcalf's stab wound accompanied by a series of graphic photos. CBS News reporter Don White said several jurors look emotional and are putting a hand over their mouths. The medical examiner said the knife penetrated Metcalf's heart and the wound measured 2 inches in gapping length. The prosecution asked the medical examiner, is the wound survivable? No, the medical examiner said. And bitch, and you can be foul. And you're invisible, bitch. Medical examiner called to testify. Also, Metcalf family leaves the room. That was beforehand. What's that? Okay. Let's see. Teen says Carmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf exchanged expletive before stabbing. The teen witness said Anthony and Metcalf each called each other extras before the stabbing happened. When did Karmelo put his hand in his backpack? It was after the bitch comment. Austin said, you don't have anything in there. The teen said that when Metcalf shoved Anthony, but said it wasn't hard. After that is when Metcalf fell back. So everybody's thing is consistent, bro. And what's the name pushing him? Yes, he pushed him. The degree of the push or whatever, whatnot, what have you, but it was instant. So as soon as he touched Boy, soon as Austin touched Karmelo stabbed him, bro. After he had said the defense is doing a horrible job. And I would, the thing I would do the least is be like, hey, I warned him. Warned him or not. Nigga, you're wrong. Y'all paid for this. Y'all paid $500,000 for the defense to make the fucking case for the prosecution. That's premeditation to me. You brought a knife to you brought a weapon to the track meet that you shouldn't have had in the first place. You reach your hand in the bag as soon as the shit starts. Okay? And you tell the motherfucker, hey, don't come near me or don't do this or whatever, so on and so forth. Bro, this is the worst fucking defense ever, bro. I'm dead ass serious. And again, you niggas can hit the link. What are you saying? Who wrong as hell? Who wrong? I'm reading the fucking transcript from the fucking court shit. What are you niggas talking about? Yes, horrible fucking defense, Shadow Dragon. Niggas are too stupid to realize it. You dumb. That's horrible. You cannot justify stabbing them. I told you don't fuck with me. I told you don't fuck with me. Listen. Take the white and black out of it. Okay? That's what's wrong with you niggas. What's wrong with you niggas is, thank you, Angel. Pretty much you warning him without him even knowing, nigga, I'm gonna stab you. Listen, anybody with common sense understands, hey, if you touch me, I'm gonna fucking stab you. You can't do that. That's basically what the fucking defense is doing to their own client. You can't do that, especially when you have a weapon where you're not supposed to have a weapon as a child. But you niggas can't see it because it's a white kid and a black kid. Oh, but the white kid. You dumb niggas. Listen. Put yourself in a situation. You're in a mall, you're in a bar, you're in whatever. Okay? You. And a motherfucker somewhere you feel like they don't need to be. You confront that person. Hey, man, what the fuck you doing here? Hey, nigga, stay the fuck away from me, man. He got his hand in his pocket. He got his hand in a fanny pack. He's got his hand in the bag of some shit or whatever, right? You go over to the nigga. You confront the nigga, you touch him, you push him. As soon as you push him, he stab you. Instant death, pretty much. Now, again, these were two children. This is what make me so sick of you niggas. I'm disgusted by y'all, man. I am fucking disgusted by y'all. The fact that y'all would justify this shit just because the other kid is white. If these were two black kids where this happened, nobody would be, justice for the motherfucker that survived. You niggas refuse to even admit that, acknowledge that, bro. That's the problem here. I don't want nothing to do with you niggas. If you were on that side, stay over there, man. And keep your kid away from my fucking kid. Keep your dumb ass piece of shit fucking child away from mine, please. Cause you think it's cool for your kid to kill my fucking kid because they got a fucking fight. You niggas are disgusting. Exactly. It wouldn't even be fucking news. Kids shoot each other every day. You niggas don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care. You don't say a word about it. Black kid killing another black kid is like taking a fucking shit. Nobody cares. You niggas only fucking invested because the white kid involved and the black boy is clearly in the wrong. Team witness said Anthony and Metcalf called each other names, whatever, so on and so forth. Yeah. Team witness says he and Karmelo Anthony were cool, but he didn't calm the situation ahead of the stabbing. After the lunch break, the defense began cross-examining the same team witness. Well, let's go to the witness first. Team witness admits to knowing Karmelo Anthony greeting him at Memorial Tent. A 14 took the stand Saturday. However, this witness had close ties to both Anthony and the Metcalf brothers. The team, who is also a Frisco Memorial athlete, said he knew Anthony prior to the track meet because of Anthony's ex-girlfriend, and is also a close friend to Austin Metcalf's. So this is the person they was talking about. This wasn't a girl. I guess it was a boy. So people were saying it was a girl, but it was a dude that was cool, his ex-girlfriend. Cool. The team testified that he and Anthony shared a high and dapped him up. And when he saw Anthony under a Memorial Tent, prosecutor, after you stopped talking to him, did you see any other teammates talk to him? Yeah, Austin said, "Who are you?" The team went over to describe that Anthony got defensive when he was asked to get out of the tent. Witness Karmelo said, "You'll have to move me." Oh shit. See, hold on now. Whoa. Karmelo said, "You'll have to move me." Austin put his hand on his back. I saw Karmelo's hand go in the backpack. We're at a track meet. I wouldn't expect anything to be in there. Karmelo said, "Touch me. You'll have to move me and find out," trying to provoke him. This is a different one. So let's go back here. All right. Team witness says he and Karmelo Anthony were cool, but he didn't calm the situation ahead of the stabbing. After the lunch break, the defense began to cross-examine the same team witness. The defense is showing photos of him and Anthony together, a 50th birthday party for Anthony's ex-girlfriend's mom, a group basketball picture, and a marshmallow roast. You've seen Karmelo a lot more than 2 or 3 times. It was only when his girlfriend was around. We didn't hang out alone much. See, y'all, again, bro, y'all paid $500,000 for this shit. Y'all paid $500,000 for this poor ass fucking defense. What the fuck does his association with him or both of them even have to do with fucking anything? The boy told you, "Hey, I know him through his ex-girlfriend. That's how I know him." Now you're putting the onus on him to stop fucking Karmelo from stabbing him when he shouldn't have had even an opportunity to stab him in the first place because he shouldn't have had the knife there. This shit is horrible, bro. All you niggas putting this shit in the chat, nobody hitting the link. There's no case law to do anything that's going to override what I read, and I told you what constitutes fucking murder. Murder says you fucking committed something that caused great bodily harm and a person's death. He did that. There is no case law to get around that. You fucking idiot. Yeah, stand your ground does not apply to children. And stand your ground applies to, see, you niggas hear these buzzwords, right? And it's like, still, you have a reasonable fucking thing of your life being threatened. Reasonable fucking, belief that your life was threatened and there was no other way than to take another life for it. You fucking idiot. I live in a stand your ground state. Y'all think stand your ground is just this blanket thing where, bro, more stand your ground cases are lost than won. You fucking idiots. The stand your ground defense is not just this motherfucking license to kill a motherfucker over anything. You idiots, especially stabbing a person. Yeah, they never gonna hit the link, bro, because they stupid. Niggas stay in the chat because this is where the fuck they belong. I forgot who I am. I'm the boogeyman of you niggas. Get up here and start sounding like motherfucking Porky the Pig and Foghorn Leghorn. Stupid niggas. Bro, I'm gonna time you out, bro, because you keep spamming the same fucking stupid shit. So I'm gonna time you out now. After you come back, I'm gonna ban you. Don't keep typing shit in my chat. Hit the link. I told you. I'm not going back and forth with you lame ass niggas from the chat. You keep spamming the same stupid shit. Don't talk to me about fucking case law when I just read you the fucking penal code. There is no case law. The fucking, if the state didn't have the fucking, I'm not finna argue with you niggas, man. Shout out, niggas are dumb. Niggas are downright fucking dumb, bro. Shout out to a man, Uncle Nick in the building, man. Appreciate you, Nick. Oh shit, did I? Oh my bad. Hold on, give him a Big Black Nomad, brother. I greatly appreciate you for the 10. He said, "Yep, appreciate you, brother." Oh, and I almost missed. Shout out to Half a Nickel for the 2 for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Shout out to Nick Taylor. You trying to explain this to ninjas that think that Willie D and Luther Campbell are smart. You cannot make sense of to the nonsensical niggas and flies. Indeed. Shout out to a man 1 Kim 1 for the 5. We all agree they're kids. Yet just 1 year later, at the age of 18, they're supposed to be adults. Is it 18, 21, or 26 that teens become true adults? Man, who fucking knows? Ain't nothing but some money. Some dumb bitch was talking about that nobody's an adult at 18 just like a week ago. So it is what it is. I'm gonna get your stupid ass out of here too, bro. I'm gonna time you out, bro. I'm not dealing with you niggas. Bitch, call me an idiot in real time, bitch. Don't type that I'm an idiot in the chat, ho. That's why the link's there. Say it to me. Don't type it to me. Teen Witness says Austin Metcalf didn't deserve. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Did I? Yeah. Okay, let me see. After you talking to him, you see other teammates talk to him. Yes. This team went to describe that Anthony got defensive when he was asked to get out of the tent. Karmelo said, "You'll have to move me." Austin put his hand on his back. I saw Carmelo's hand go in the backpack. Okay, let me see. This is defense. Okay, that's what I was reading. Team witness says Austin Metcalf didn't deserve what happened. A third witness from Frisco Memorial was called to the stand Saturday. He described seeing Anthony in the tent and finding it strange since everyone normally stays in their own team's tent. He testified that when asked to leave, Anthony became more aggressive. What does he say next? The prosecutor asked, F you all. Oh, fuck you all. I'm not going to leave. Fuck you. Oh, fuck y'all. I'm not going to leave. You all a bunch of pussies. The witness said, "Oh, that's the listen." Let's see what this is. Y'all, what up? You gonna say something? Are you going to say anything? So you just came up here to troll? Give you about 10 seconds, bro, and then I'm just gonna drop you down. Okay, you dropped yourself. Thank you. Weak niggas. No, he wasn't muted. I could hear him. Whatever he had in the background, I could hear him. He just didn't want to say shit. And thank God, StreamYard has it. If you're not, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Fuck it. Fuck y'all. I'm not going to leave. You all a bunch of pussies, the witness said. The witness testified that Metcalf took the lead in the situation. Did Austin take the lead? Yes. Karmelo put his hand in the bag and said 5 times, touch me and see what happens. Austin said he's not going to touch the guy. He was calm. What did you see during the stabbing? You saw a big hole and blood coming from his upper body. He then answered the question, calling Anthony the aggressor. Prosecutor, what's your opinion? My opinion is Austin didn't deserve what happened. Witnesses says Austin pushed Karmelo, tried to force him out, but because they didn't have any other choice. Another team witness, who was a freshman at the time of the stabbing, was called to the stand by the prosecution. The team describes on the scene that day and shared his account of what led to the stabbing of Metcalf. When asked what Anthony did when he was asked to leave the memorial track tent multiple times, the witness said he doesn't leave. He gets angry and tries to provoke us, saying, make me leave. When asked, was Austin or Karmelo instigating, the witness said, yes, Karmelo. When cross-examined, defense attorney Shock asked, when Austin decided to push him out, how did he get to him? He walked over to him, the witness answered. Shook. I'm sorry, I said Shock, but it shook. Was Karmelo sitting down? I think so. Did he grab or push him? He pushed him on his shoulder area with both hands. Then prosecutor Bill Whisker asked, what happened next? Witness, Austin tries to force him out because he didn't have any other choice. The witness was asked by the whether the stabbing was self-defense or murder. Witness, this was murder. Listen, man. Team witness asked about written statement during the cross-examination. During the cross-examination of the 17-year-old defense attorney, Toby Shook asked, do you remember telling the detective that Hunter Metcalf popped in and defended Austin? Yes. Do you remember in your written statement that saying Austin put his hand on his shoulder to intimidate? Yes. More of a warning. Actions speak louder than words. Shook, bigger build, Austin? Yeah, more broad. Then the witness asked to step down. The witness was asked to step down. Team witness said he does not believe Karmelo Anthony acted in self-defense. That's lethal force. Jesus. 17-year-old witness said he was in the tent when Austin Metcalf asked Anthony to leave. Was it your impression Karmelo Anthony was trying to provoke Austin Metcalf? Yes. Did Austin respond to being provoked? He put his hand on his shoulder. Did you see the motion? Yes. Were you surprised? You don't expect someone to get stabbed at a track meet. The team told the prosecution that after the stabbing, he went into the state of panic because Austin was moving, and I saw the cut on his chest. He said he and other teammates ran. Was there any reason you saw Karmelo Anthony to stab Austin Metcalf? No. Was Karmelo Anthony acting in self-defense? Witness, no. That's lethal force against non-lethal force. Bro, he cooked, bro. All these kids saying the same shit, bro. All these kids saying the same shit. And you niggas defending this are fucking disgusting. Should anybody be able to just put hands on anybody else? No, of course not, right? But are we justifying that people putting your hand on somebody mean that they get to fucking kill you? Is that the standard now? Imagine what kind of world that would be, bro. Where, hey, that nigga touched me, man. He touched me. I killed him. That nigga put his hands on me, so I sent him to Uncle Charles. You niggas don't even understand precedents, concepts, precepts. Y'all don't understand setting a fucking precedent, bro. You understand how crazy it would be for you to say that niggas just get to kill, everybody gets to kill everybody for getting touched? Like, mind you, again, you shouldn't be able to touch nobody else, but death? No, we fight. You don't immediately just jump to death. You don't just get to kill a nigga because no, we fight. Hands. And what makes it even crazier is you niggas that are my age, man. These kids don't fight no more, man. All of them pussy. All they want to do is shoot. But what about stab? Nah, I didn't see the Mexican Navy guy giving the. No, I didn't see that. Yeah, listen, that's another thing too, bro. Like now, you just told everybody that it's cool. You just told kids if this kid, and mind you, again, the jurors are gonna be thinking about this shit, man. Hey, man, we don't find this kid guilty. We telling everybody we think it's okay for kids to kill kids over fucking altercations. You want to be the juror that fucking decides that shit, that sets that precedent? Fuck no. But again, white folks involved, so niggas belligerent. Everybody's saying the same shit, bro. Austin pushed the boy, and Karmelo stabbed him instantly. Again, man. Hey, trying to get back at white folks, trying to troll white people, bro. And artifacts. What's so crazy is niggas don't even understand the shit that you call, bro. You niggas helped build the Chud the Builder and shit. To be honest, this shit, the Charlie Kirk shit or whatever, that had nothing, shit that you shouldn't have fucking ever started, and then shit that you got involved with that had nothing to do with you, right? Sometimes you just need to leave certain shit alone, bro. They done gave some fucking white woman $1 million for calling the little boy nigger. Yeah, $500,000. You niggas could have did way more good with that. $500,000 for one kid that murdered another kid, man. You niggas are just. But again, this the power of the white man for you niggas.
Media outlets in the courtroom for one of the biggest trials of the year. A teen track star, Karmelo Anthony, is charged with first-degree murder. He is accused of stabbing and killing.
Bro, you gonna say something this time, bro?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to set it up last time.
Okay, well, I can hear you this time. I can hear you in the background. You just didn't say nothing. What's up? Are you gonna say something?
Yeah.
Okay, so say it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, shit, in this situation, when you look at it, when you look at this situation, really you just a coon, bro. That's it.
Okay. Pussies. Oh my God. Oh, I'm heartbroken. I'm gonna cut off my YouTube channel and I'm gonna stop doing commentary. Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, that nigga was lispy. Hey, you heard that too? Lispy nigga. Definitely giving brother fucker. Definitely giving brother fucker vibes.
Fellow track athlete Austin Metcalf at a track meet. A haunting body cam video captured the chaotic aftermath of Austin Metcalf's final moments, but it was one statement Karmelo Anthony allegedly made to police after the stabbing that could become the most powerful and potentially devastating evidence in this case. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. Hey guys, real quick. Cameras allowed, no audio recording allowed. So we have artist Pat Lopez putting these together for us. Now, the issue that jurors are deciding in this case is whether the stabbing was a murder. Today, a member of Austin Metcalf's track team told the court that Karmelo Anthony provoked Austin Metcalf. And today was the first time that we heard from multiple teens who witnessed the brutal stabbing. And today it was an emotional day in court. Court just let out Cody Thomas from Kourt TV, one of the few members of the media actually witnessing all of this. So truly our eyes and ears inside a courtroom where we can't record, can't use audio, can't use video. So Cody, thanks for being here once again. There's a lot I want to get to, but let's start with the body camera video that was shown in court today. What did you see?
Yeah, Chris. So they came out of the gate with that. There were two different officers that testified. So we had two different angles of the body cam. But the first officer is actually the officer that made the arrest. He was an SRO. He's in his office and he gets the call there's been a stabbing at the stadium. So he's running out there seeing what's going on. Of course, he's seeing the frenzy of students running in every which way. And then he's asking, where's the action now? Where am I going here? And he sees the north side of the stadium. So he gets over there and everyone's telling him, it's that kid, because these kids at Memorial High School did not have any idea who Karmelo Anthony was. But, he's in the gray hoodie. He's in the dark blue or the black sweatpants. And they're pointing him out because one of the kids that testified, and we'll get to them, was following him on 911. So they obviously saw this kid and he wasn't running outside the stadium. So anyway, the officer ends up approaching him and the body cam comes on during the apprehension. So it wasn't on during, most of it, but when it comes on, we start seeing it there. And the thing about it, Karmelo actually, Chris, was cooperating. He was compliant. He was following orders. He was, respectful. What's your name? He's spelling his name out without the officer even prompting him. And he goes over and he sits him down and then the officer cuffs him just to detain him, before they even, take him off campus in the squad car down to the jail, any of that. But one of the most important things about one of these body cams, Chris, is the audio, because you hear they're walking along and the officer's kind of just doing some back and forth with them. And then you hear Karmelo say, he put his hands on me. I told him not to. And that's
again, man, premeditation. You telling somebody to not put their hands on you don't give you justification to stab them. That's the weakest. That's the defense y'all gonna use, bro. Could you imagine your grown ass saying that in a courtroom fighting a fucking murder charge? The fucking prosecution got to be loving this shit. So let's even break this down. What is the fucking defense's fucking defense? What is the defense strategy? Oh, I told him not to touch me and he touched him. He's bigger than him. He's aggressive. And I'm going to say it again. That's bullshit. Yes, Calvin Dickerson. No one is denying that he pushed him first. Calvin Dickerson, if I push you or you push me, does that give you the right to kill me? And brother, I'm asking you genuinely because I know you're a supporter, brother. So I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But Calvin, brother, I'm gonna ask you, and I'm looking for your response, brother. If I push you, Calvin, does that give me the right to kill you and take your life from pushing you? Not punching, not kicking, not jumping, not several people. Me and you one-on-one, brother. If I push you, that gives you the right to murder me. Stab me in my fucking heart and kill me, brother? Yeah, that's not equal force at all. Thank you. And again, it was instant. It wasn't this back and forth thing that motherfuckers made it seem like this whole rumble shit. Well, I wouldn't stab him though. Yes, he only pushed him. It was no punch, Karina. He wasn't jumped. It wasn't more than one person. He was fucking physically made contact with only one person. One person and one person only. Big Cam, right now, I would. 50-year-old Mike Tyson, yeah. 20-year-old Mike Tyson, fuck no. But I ain't gonna just shoot him off rip. I'm gonna give him the option. Same thing with John Jones. Hey, I'm not squaring up with John Jones, but I'm gonna hey, Mr. Jones, I'm not just gonna bam. Like, hey, Mr. Jones, man, hey, I don't want to hurt you, brother. I respect you. You got it. I know I'm not gonna beat you in no fight, but I'm gonna give you the option. All right, you got that one, brother. All right, I don't want no smoke. Yeah, listen, that's not gonna work. Lamar, again, the every kid is saying that Karmelo was the aggressor. Niggas doing shit that niggas doing. Pussy. Fuck all y'all. This shit, bro. It's not good. No, stand your ground does not apply. Stand your ground does not apply here, bro. They're not even, the defense is not even using the stand your ground defense. It's not going, again, stand your ground is bodily. Well, hold on, let's see. Shout out to you, bro. Let's look this up. Texas, stand your ground. You know what's crazy? People understand that. Oh shit! Let me see if y'all hit me up in the joint. My bad. Yeah, bro. And that shit's tied in the castle doctrine, bro. It's just not what the fuck y'all think it is, bro. Bro, listen, bro. I've been that. It is what it is. Sherelle, you came in at a fucking pause moment. Chill out.
Part that the prosecution's harping on, I told them not to part because they're pretty much saying that part's a lie. You know, every account that we've heard so far in the reporting over the last year and some of the students today was just the whole touch me and see what happens. You know, it wasn't don't touch me. It wasn't, you know, if you keep your hands off me, we're cool. It was touch me and see what happens, you know, making it sound more.
Yeah, touch me and see what happens is different from don't touch me.
More on the offensive. But when he said that statement, though, Chris, the whole I told him not to put his hands on me and all that, he was sobbing. The emotion was you heard it. You didn't see his face, but you heard it instantaneously. And so then a few minutes goes by, and then he seemed a little bit calmer. Like you were just, you know, high energy here, high, you know, sad energy, and then now you're calm and just, yeah, my name's Karmelo Anthony, and I'm a senior or what have you. But anyway, that was the important part of that statement. Now, another statement made that camera didn't pick up, but from the other officer who was there, who had, I don't know, better audio on her camera, they radioed in, we have the alleged suspect. Karmelo then goes, it's not alleged, I did it. So there was an immediate admission, you know, within 6 minutes of the stabbing happening. But the thing about it, Chris, and one of those body cam videos, the second one, you actually saw, you know, they're going up there, you know, scoping the scene and figuring everything out, talking to some of the students. You actually see graphic in nature, the chest compressions being done on what we now know to be Austin Metcalf's lifeless body. You saw a little blood around. You just see him just kind of, you know, splayed out, and you hear a bunch of, you know, the kids yelling out, that was my brother. They stabbed my brother. That's my best friend. And, you know, all this different stuff. And we heard a 911 call made by the students. And we heard a lot of audio visuals today, Chris. Very graphic in nature, real emotional. You know, I'm sitting 2 rows behind the Metcalf family every single day. I could reach out and touch his father. That's how close he is to me. And, you know, for the majority of the day, he's just holding his head in his hands, you know, just taking in all the facts. I mean, he's been dealing with this for a year, but when you see, you know, your son laying there lifeless, you hear 911 calls, you know, you're seeing all the love and support that he was getting, you know, from the friends and the coaches. So, like, you know, he was supported, but, you know, to what avail because he's not here anymore.
And to just think, because I know yesterday we were talking about the 911 calls and just how emotional that was, but then you have to actually see the chaos that was taking place. As the body cam was playing, what was Karmelo doing in the courtroom?
That's interesting, Chris, because I was, you know, I'm right here in the Metcalf camp, but I try to, you know, keep my head on a swivel, not only to the jury, but over on that side of the courtroom as well. And it's just very stoic. It's just very, I don't know if the word emotionless is correct, because I'm sure they're feeling a lot of things, but maybe emotionless not in a negative sense, but it just very, you know, stale-faced. I imagine, you know, Karmelo's sitting there, he's just looking. He's not moving around. He's not looking around the courtroom. He's not rocking his chair. He's just looking right at it, because I'm sure he's reliving, you know, his version of what went down that day and probably, you know, regretting the biggest mistake of his life. And you're looking across at his family, and they're just, you know, just taking that in. And I have to think about it from that point of view as well, Chris, because could you imagine your son, your brother, your nephew, you know, this kid that you've seen grow up, and now he's being accused of these, you know, the maximum crimes you could be accused of, you know, killing someone. So they're over there just a little more stale, not in a negative sense, but just, just real cemented in, hearing what's going on. But of course, there's visceral, audible emotion on the Metcalf side.
Yeah, and I mean, again, like you've seen this video, you wonder if the Metcalf family had seen that video before it being played in court and just having to relive all of this. I know today, too, that there were pictures up on the screen where we saw the alleged murder weapon. We saw this knife that was used to stab Austin Metcalf. Just what was your reaction seeing that and then how it worked into what prosecutors are alleging?
So the big takeaway from the knife, Chris, is that it has a 3.5-inch blade. It looked like a heavy duty knife. It's not what I expected it to look like. I'm sure you have too, plenty of different styles of pocket knives, but this one just looks like just one of the ones that won't break when you try to cut something. Like the blade is not going to bend on this one. And it just left me wondering, why did you have, if you had any sort of blade, I don't know what it would have been for, maybe to cut some rope or what have you, but this one seems a little bit excessive, but neither here nor there. But then they had, when they brought the knife up there, they had one of the officers come down and they did a little demonstration with it because it's one of those folding pocket knives where the blade folds down into the handle. And before they did the demonstration, the prosecutor asked the officer, "You carry something similar like this at work?" And the officer was like, "Yeah, as a tool for cutting seatbelts, people getting car crashes and things like that. So it's a pretty heavy duty sharp knife." But then they did the demonstration and they pulled it out, normally like you would two-handed, but it has this thing on it, Chris, called a thumb stopper. And it's like a little thing that sticks off the side of the blade where you can just pick it out with one hand. Not to be confused with a switchblade, nothing like that, but just showing how fast you could, just whip it out if you wanted to. And, that's where the prosecution was alluding, like he already had his hand in the bag.
Yeah, man. So basically just a regular tactical knife. It's nothing, I mean, I don't know why people are acting like it's so complicated or whatever. It's a tactical knife, a tactical foldable knife. All right. But yeah, that motherfucker not moving, bro. You stab a motherfucker with that, dog. 3.5 inches, bro. You know how like your chest cavity is not that deep. Unless you like on some bodybuilder shit and you got hella pecs and you just got a lot of mass, bro. Your chest cavity is not deep, bro. Touch your sternum right now. You literally, no matter how big your chest is, this space right here, for the most part, is gonna always be that's bone. Your heart is like inches behind this shit. 3.5 inches, it hit your heart, bro. It's over with.
Maybe he already realized what he wanted to do and pick a fight. So if and when Austin Metcalf shoved him in the shoulder, he just took it out really quickly. But yeah, the reaction to the knife, it definitely fits. It fits the prosecution's narrative. It definitely looks like one of those knives that could penetrate deeply if stabbed with enough force. But again, 3.5 inches, Chris. You got to realize. Oh, that's another part of it. On one of the body cams, we saw he threw the knife in the bleachers before he ran off. That's what we were hearing about. And hit up in the bleachers, metal on metal, made a big clanking sound. One of the students told the officers where it was. And you see one of the officers walk up because he was kind of in charge of scene safety, scene security, making sure the evidence wasn't compromised. He looks down, he's like, I found it. And then he says on his body cam, oh, that still has blood evidence and bone evidence on it. It's one thing, we expected the blood naturally, but bone evidence, you couldn't really see it because it was raining that day. But I mean, in person, he clearly saw it for him to make that statement. So definitely a sizable knife there, Chris, when they showed that on the screen.
Cody, I think one thing that is also important to know is just how quickly all of this went down. It is, from what's been told by witnesses and some of the EMTs, I mean, Austin Metcalf may not have even realized that he had been stabbed in those moments. And it just kind of speaks to the chaos of everything. And I keep going back to that word chaos because that's truly what it was. And today, for the first time, we heard from some of the students, some of the teammates of Austin Metcalf who were there under this tent. There was like 5 or 6 of them who spoke. And there were some common.
Shout out to Calvin Dickerson, bro. Appreciate you for the 5.
Ain't nothing but some money.
Fantastic. What do you think really happened? Salute. No, they telling you what happened. I believe that Karmelo went to the tent. The white boy Austin pressed him. Everybody saying that's what he did. He pushed him, and immediately once he pushed him, he stabbed him. He stabbed him. It's really cut and dry. It's not this super drawn out, convoluted thing, bro. It was a heat in the moment situation that Karmelo made a horrible decision in. Well, no, I don't think they, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the force. It's crazy. But I don't think it actually went through the bone, bro. I think it's just, it slipped through the ribs. It's not hard to get through fucking what's the name? I don't know, unless he's saying they said that on, and I don't think they did the forensics by that time, or they had what's the name, but either or.
Themes to what they said. These are state witnesses brought by the prosecution. What were some of the things that stood out to you just on their account of what they saw that day?
Well, Chris, one of the main commonalities, the common denominators between them all is what you just pointed out, the speed at which it happened. All of them said that they didn't even realize what had happened because it had happened so fast. I mean, including Austin Metcalf himself. They said when the stabbing happened, they said he looked at Austin and he was just stumbling back and he just, was doing, a motion like this. And then he pulled his shirt up and that's when they saw the gaping wound. But not one of them said they even saw a knife. So that was one thing, Chris. The biggest commonality between them all is that they all said Karmelo was the aggressor. They all said they were sitting under the tent and he walks up.
Everybody's saying the same thing, bro. Everybody on all sides is saying that fucking Karmelo was the aggressor. You ask him, hey, what are you doing here, or who are you, or whatever, and you start on some, on some bully shit, some tough talking shit. Okay. And like I told you, they have not the fucking brother has not been what's the name yet, bro? That's gonna be the killer. He didn't punch him. Why are you bringing up shit that didn't happen? He did not punch him. Why are we asking questions that didn't happen? He didn't get punched. He didn't get jumped. He got pushed on the shoulders. Every person has said the same fucking thing every single time. Why are y'all bringing shit into it that did not happen? I told you, this is what happened when y'all listen to niggas. Ain't no what if. We know what happened by the accounts of several fucking other people that were around. This wasn't just him and them, and then he ran. Several people witnessed this shit, bro.
And just sits under there. Didn't say anything really to anybody. One person said that he shook hands with another teenager there, but even when he did that, he just sat down and wasn't talking to anyone. Didn't ask, hey, can I sit here? Hey, what's going on? And of course, they kept diving into the tent culture, at track meets, where each tent is pretty much alluded to as a locker room for each team, and you wouldn't hang out in the opposing team's locker room. And they also said their coaches didn't really allow it. If the coaches saw somebody from the opposing team, like Karmelo was from Centennial High School, sitting under the Memorial High School tent, that just would not have been allowed. So all of them say, who was this kid? One described him as a random kid who just came down from the top of the bleachers, sat down. Questions started circulating, like, who are you? What's your name? What are you doing here? And that's eventually when they say, Austin Metcalf stood up, because he was looked at as a leader of the team, looked at as a team captain. He was the captain on the football team as a linebacker, and a lot of
That's stupid. That's still stupid. What are we talking about? Why are we talking? What kind of what if fucking shit is this? What point does this make? What in y'all head makes y'all think a lot of these questions y'all be asking be intelligent, bro? What's the chances of anybody punching somebody with one punch and killing them? That's not what happened. Let's focus on what actually happened. He stabbed him. He didn't punch him. He didn't use his fucking hands. He used a weapon, a deadly weapon, and he killed the boy. Yeah, y'all niggas talking about real life one punch man? Are y'all crazy? This shit is, bro. Niggas think this shit really be smart, bro. Grown men, bro. I can't. You know how hard it is for me to punch a motherfucker one time and kill him, bro? I'm a grown ass man. I can't just punch a nigga to death with one punch. Y'all niggas listen. This is how far y'all will reach, bro. This shit is sad, man. Shout out to Vince, brother. Appreciate it for the 5. When was the last time a judge ruled in self-defense? I don't know, but that wouldn't be the judge. That'll be on the jury anyway, right? Shout out to Black Latina 2026. Appreciate your love. You don't think that he premeditated the whole thing? Some kind of gang shit? No, hell no. I don't think he did that. Fuck no. It's not. No, it wasn't a no. Ain't nothing but some money. Again, I still don't think that Karmelo, clearly he didn't know the boy, so it couldn't be premeditated, right? From long term. Now, you can bring it into question, is it premeditated if you got your hand on the knife and you daring somebody to touch you? Well, that's an argument of premeditation, I guess. But as far as they didn't have any other history, no, not premeditated. I don't think it had to do anything to do with anything other than a split decision in the fucking heat of the moment. Okay. And I still don't think it was like, he went there that day at a track meet, like, I'm gonna catch a fucking body or a hat, as the kids call it.
There's a lot of translation between football and track athletes. So they're all kind of one big family. And they say he stood up and all of them said that Austin started off calmly. Hey man, what's going on? You shouldn't really be here. Just get off from under the tent. Not in any aggressive way. Everything was calm. And they said Karmelo was just like not responding, just saying no, or if you want me to move, you're gonna have to make me move. Just, being real adamant about not leaving the tent. And so eventually they said Austin started getting a little frustrated. People, other people under the tent started getting frustrated. Others were chiming in. Some of the people on the witness stand, the students testified to that they were chiming in also. Like, what are you doing here, man? Like, and none of them said any cussing was going on. They asked specifically, were there any profanity, any cussing? They're like, not that I remember. So maybe it wasn't a nasty altercation, but just a frustrating one. And so the students did admit that Austin started getting a little heated. Karmelo started getting a little heated, but then they started talking about Carmelo's hand in the bag. And then that all of them said that same thing that we've heard, Chris, the phrase, touch me and find out.
Yeah, man. Touch me and see what happened. Or touch me and find out is not don't touch me. Okay? Touch me and see what happened is not the same as do not touch me, bro.
me and you see what happens. And, they started talking about how here in Frisco, Texas, here in Collin County, this is, suburban, fantasy land. Like this, none of this happens out here. All of them are saying the same things, that they would not have expected someone to bring a knife to a track meet on school grounds. They have never heard of anything like that. They weren't expecting anything like that. I mean, imagine being 14, 15, 16, and you're not thinking about somebody having a knife in a book bag, to the point where they said Austin looked at him and
Mars, nobody has seen it. Nobody has seen the official video footage, bro. Nobody other than people in the courtroom have seen the footage, dog. Nobody has seen it. Anybody telling you otherwise, they fucking liar. The guy that said he saw it or whatever, the staff member or whatever, is a fucking liar. If he saw it and he's saying what happened that didn't happen, clearly from this man right here in the courtroom or whatever that said something totally different, he's a fucking liar.
said, "Oh, you don't have anything in that bag," like calling his bluff, pretty much. He had his hand in the bag and said, "You don't have anything in there. We live in Frisco. You're not going to do anything." And they say that's when Austin walked up, and that's when the inconsistency comes in. Was it a hard push? Was it a one-handed push? Whatever it happened, they say that's when the stabbing happened so fast. And another thing they all said, Chris, was that it was, it was a little bit of commotion, but they all said they did not even expect a fight to happen. One girl testified, and she was at the tent next to it at Liberty High School, maybe 20, 30 feet away. She heard the argument going on, but she thought it was just boys being boys, so she went to go watch the 3200 race. And by the time she walked down to the fence, Austin was stabbed. And the prosecutor asked her, if you're a teenager, if you expected to fight, teenagers are going to pull their phones out. We've seen fights before in high school. It's like watching a wrestling match. You're not going to turn away from that. But everyone seemed to turn away. People were on their phones scrolling TikTok, scrolling Instagram, not really concerned with what was happening. They heard it happening, but it wasn't to the point where they thought this would be the result here.
Yeah, and it's
motherfuckers claim they had cell phone footage, so it's not even no cell phone footage of this shit, bro. It's not even no cell phone footage of this shit. No one even recorded the incident. So that really tells you they're not even on no world star shit in that community, bro. They're not even let's record the fight type shit. Here another one, bro. Here another one. So what? So what? Karmelo played fucking football. He had the knife already. Just because you're taller and you weigh more doesn't make you deadlier. Shout out to Vince again, man. Don't want to derail, but please look up the Theory Bastien story. Already gonna know your thoughts just for content. Okay, appreciate you, brother. Ain't nothing but some money. Theory Bastien. Let me see. Oh, I covered this. Yeah, I covered that story already, bro. I covered that when it happened, Vince. Appreciate you though, bro. Yeah, I covered that. I teach in Frisco ISID. This kind of stuff just doesn't happen there. It's horrible, bro. Shout out to Calvin Dickinson for another 5. Appreciate you, brother. What's your thoughts on Asian man and his son that shot the kid in the back? Think he stole a bottle of water. I think that was a horrible job by the prosecution. I think the prosecution sucked. But again, we can't call it racist because 5 of the jurors were black. Can't call it racist. Can't call it travesty of justice when 5 black people said that the Chinaman wasn't guilty. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Ain't nothing but some money. You logically can't say that shit. You logically can't say that it was racist or was a travesty of fucking justice when 5 of the fucking jurors were black. So, I don't even got nothing else to say about that shit. Yeah, and like I said, ultimately, like I said, he had a gun. Again, brother, I'm trying to work with you, brother. For one, man, the link's in the chat, bro. I don't know why y'all need to keep typing when the link's in the chat. You just hit the link and say what you got to say. But brother, see what eliminates what you're saying. You're talking about intention and intent when what actually happened. Don't talk about what a motherfucker could, should, or would. Talk about what they did. yes, he did intend to harm because he harmed and he killed somebody. Okay, the moment you take that weapon and you use it, that's intentional. You intentionally fucking hurt somebody, and if they die, you killed them. So that's what happened. The fuck are you niggas trying to do all this other shit, bro, and make up these scenarios? Shit is weird.
Just you think too, for all these kids who are testifying today, these teenagers, I mean, they've probably lived and thought about this moment, going into this courtroom, facing Karmelo Anthony and saying this ever since this happened more than a year ago. The 10 culture stuff, I noticed that keeps coming up. That seems to be like a constant theme. And the other part too that stood out to me, just looking at some of the notes from today, is how many of them bluntly said in court that they did not believe that this was self-defense. And it just seems like that is something, if you're a juror, I mean, that, you know, from the defense standpoint, that's got to be something that gets, you know, at least I would assume his defense attorney frustrated, where you're having these witnesses, the people who are there looking at jurors and saying, I do not believe that this was self-defense. How did the defense today handle these witnesses that the state put on the stand?
Yeah, Chris, that was one thing that stood out to me when I was sitting in there. I was actively thinking about it as the proceedings were going on, was that under cross-examination, the defense was not really attacking these students aggressively. I don't know if that's a strategy move, given, you know, some of them are minor, some of them have graduated, going off to college here in the fall, but they weren't really going at him as hard as
Brother, at this point, I just gotta call you stupid. I gotta call you stupid, bro. I was trying to hold off, but then you just kept saying stupid shit. That's nonsense. If I'm assaulted while carrying and I defend myself, I didn't intend to harm. When you chose to motherfucking use the weapon, you intended to harm. You're intending harm in your self-defense, brother. Again, y'all are very, very, like, y'all don't understand how this shit works. Y'all don't understand how stupid y'all make us look by saying stupid shit like this. Brother, even in self-defense, you're using harm of another person to fucking combat their harm to you. Okay? So yes, you're intending to harm the other person to stop them from harming you. God damn it.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Y'all niggas really think y'all be saying some shit too, bro. Brother, if you teaching fucking self-defense, please, bro, stop. If you teaching self-defense and you telling anybody the shit that you do, you getting somebody to lock the fuck up. And I would suggest and tell everybody, do not take any fucking self-defense from your dumb ass, bro. You dumb as fuck. That's what I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, nigga. Fuck you mean what I'm talking about? I'm calling you a fucking dumb motherfucker. You're a fucking idiot. Stupid ass nigga. You happy now? I was being kind at first, but since you want to fucking pop it like that. Yeah. You stupid nigga. Self-defense, you making all you don't even understand that fucking harm against somebody else's harm is still fucking harm, dumbass nigga. And intent. You intend to fucking defend yourself, you stupid fuck. You stupid ass nigga. You're intending to use your fucking firearm or whatever weapon That's why you have it on your person for that purpose. The intent of you carrying the fucking firearm is self-defense. You fucking idiot.
Expect them to. You know, I would imagine you have a couple of teenagers, you're trying to slice and dice their stories, find every inconsistency that you can find. But the thing about it is they were essentially asking the same questions that the prosecution was asking. And the kids are just reiterating what they already said under direct. So it's a very interesting strategy to me, Chris, because, you know, I always looked at cross-examination as you're trying to essentially cross somebody up to go in the favor of your client on the defensive side. So real lack of aggression here. But of course, we're only on day 2. We don't know what they're playing for their case once that comes around, what that's going to be like. Of course, maybe it'll be more intense than we think. But right now, Chris, it just seems a little pulled back. But we'll have to see as the trial continues.
Yeah, it seems like they're just trying to maybe weather the storm, you know, a little bit with these witnesses, because these are witnesses that were under Austin Metcalf's tent. These are Austin Metcalf's friends. You know, and I don't know if the defense has brought that part up. I did notice that they've brought up Karmelo Anthony's size multiple times, that he is smaller than Austin Metcalf. I think Austin Metcalf was like 6'1", 6'2", 215. Karmelo Anthony maybe like 185, right? I mean, I know he played defensive back. I think Austin Metcalf was like a linebacker or a defensive end. So there's.
Thank you. Shout out to this dude for that football. And you know they staying away from that shit. They keep trying to say that, but again, bro, that's what's gonna come up. It's like, bro, you can't use that when they both play football. And they told y'all fucking he was 120 pounds. I was like, bro, I can see for a fucking fact he ain't 120 pounds. I'm looking at the boy. Whatever fucking thing they took down in the police report is probably like the ID he initially got when he was like when he first got his license. You know what I'm saying? Because he's 17 at the time. I think you get your first initial ID, you like what, 15 or 16 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the shit don't expire until whenever. So it had this old weight on there. I could look at this boy and tell he wasn't no fucking 120 pounds. Niggas wanted to argue with me about that. 185 to motherfucking 215, bro, is nothing like fucking 120 to 215 that niggas was trying to say. No, Mars. What I'm trying to tell you is when they initially took the fucking thing, bro. No, he was not. So Mars, how the fuck he gained 50 fucking pounds in a year, dog? The nigga ain't been to prison yet, Mars. The nigga ain't been to jail yet, Mars. I highly doubt that the nigga put on 50 pounds of weight in fucking a year's time, bro, with all this stressful ass shit going on. Vince, what's up, bro? Let me get your... Yeah, that's why y'all whole ass niggas don't come over here, bro. And just like y'all don't hit the link over there, you won't hit the link over here. So no, bitch ass nigga, you can't dismiss me. Okay? Eat a dick. Fat fuck. How about that? You're a fucking idiot. I stand on it. And if I told you to your face, you know what you would do? Your bitch ass would want to pull your pistol because you too scared to do something, pussy. First thing you would do is go to the fucking pistol, nigga, because you ain't got no hands, fat fuck. You're welcome. Shout out to Vince again for another 5. Bro, my fault. Just giving the mood. Appreciate the content. No problem, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Ain't nothing but some money.
See, I ain't scared of blood, pussy, bro. Again, look, nigga, I see you look like you got an extra chromosome, brother. Okay, you look like you got an extra chromosome, man. Chill out, bro. Yo, what up, Nick?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Bruh, what's wrong? What's wrong with? I ain't trying to be funny, man, but it's only so much you can. What's wrong with these people?
The white man involved, Nick.
Hey, two black, a 19-year-old and a 14-year-old got shot in St. Louis yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You hear anything about it?
I ain't heard nothing about it, Nick. Not a word.
Want to know why? Because it was during a teen takeover, so more than likely the other shooters would look just like them.
Yeah, black kids.
So that mean they ain't dead, right? They didn't get that. That mean they ain't. That's why I be asking people. So because you didn't know, what's our old saying, bro? If a tree falls in the forest and ain't nobody around to hear it,
yeah,
it still made noise. It wasn't quiet because you wasn't there. The people in St. Louis know it. You hear any? I ain't seen nothing on the. If I ain't have kin folks that live there, I wouldn't know about it. Bruh, what I don't. Oh, wait a minute. You still a coon, fantastic.
Of course, man.
Homeboy sound kind of slow.
Yeah, man.
And I don't talk about people. You know I don't get down like that. But man, y'all gotta stop this, man. It's always your own, bruh. Like that, and David Carroll, he hit a home run. He said, "Man, I'm worrying more about you Negroes than I am these hoes."
Yep. Every time.
I don't get, bruh. And then other dude, I ain't gonna say, man, look, what part of you're okay, fantastic. You go to court. You going to court. This ain't happened, of course, y'all. I'm just fantastic. You going to court for whatever the hell. You get in the courthouse, this, that, and other, something break out, you pull out something and F somebody up. I ain't gonna say nothing crazy, respect your channel. Even if the person done something to you first, man, you are not allowed to carry certain things into the courthouse.
Exactly.
This thing, just here in Texas, because well, you know where I'm at, and you know my credentials. They don't know who I am, but you know you know all my stuff. Once you carry a weapon onto ISD property, you are in violation of the law. It really is that. It's sad. I wish none of this happened, that both of these boys then gone to school, graduated, and gone about their lives. That's what I want. That's what I want. But you are in violation of the law once you carry a weapon onto ISD property. If you're not a municipal officer or sworn officer, you cannot do that. Neither one of these kids, they're not off. So look, man, this is bad, man. Actions have consequences. You say box cutter is not a weapon? Okay, it's a box cutter. Okay, my fist ain't a weapon. It's a hand. It's just supposed to pick stuff up.
Yeah,
don't
bro.
work like that.
Y'all don't even understand that. Y'all don't even understand that anything can become a weapon, bro.
Yeah.
You're using a hammer as a hammer is supposed to be used.
My expedition sitting outside. When I bought it, it wasn't a clause in there saying, now you do know that this is a truck, right? This is a SUV. You're supposed to drive it to move yourself around and other people. That's what the seats are for. But I take it and I run your ass over with it. And then when you gone and your family come up trying to press charges on me, I guess I get up there to say, hey,
it's a truck. It's a truck. It was a truck. It wasn't a weapon. See, Nick, this is what I gotta deal with, man. Again, and Nick, it's very embarrassing, bro. But I guess just a reminder of just how like unaware niggas are. Niggas don't understand the law. Niggas don't understand, Nick, that anything can become a weapon, bro. And that's literally what they say. Once you a tool, of course, is a tool until you misuse it. You know what I'm saying? For the purpose it was originally intended to be. Okay.
Yeah. The airplane is for transportation until you fly it into a building, right?
Yeah, exactly. A fucking butcher knife is for cutting steaks and shit until you use it to stab somebody in your house. Then it's a murder weapon for the slow people in the back, bro.
Man, bruh, this whole thing stinks because like I said, I'm here in Texas, so this never went off the radar, even though it wasn't on nobody radar till the court case came up. And the chick doing voodoo out here in front. What the hell was that? What was that? Voodoo chick? Who she voodooing?
I have no idea, man.
Bruh, if I take that expedition and I run over somebody with it and whatnot, dude, they're gonna charge me with what is it? What's it called? Vehicular homicide. And me telling them, but it's a truck. It's not a weapon. So how can you charge me with homicide? Because you killed people with this truck, sir. What am I missing?
Nothing.
Bruh, I don't know. I just had I said, man, let me kick up. And plus, I ain't been online with Fantastic in a minute. Bruh, I don't know what's gonna happen on this. I don't do what ifs, but I tell people anyway, once you had knife and ISD property, everything else is done. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. You used a weapon that you were not allowed to have on ISD. He didn't use an ink pen because you got ink pens in your backpack. Exactly. He didn't use a pencil. You know, you got pen, that's allowed. You use something that's on the list that ISD said that you cannot have. And so right there, they got you right there.
Yep.
They got you right there. And I'm gonna get off of here, bro. It's another one. So police pull over a dude. I'm getting out of here. Police pull over a dude, ask for his driver's license. Dude said, you know why? Because you driving a vehicle. Yeah, but okay, sir, you doing 52 and a 40. You know it's a 40. Yeah, I ain't realize I was going. Okay, I need to see driver's license, registration, and insurance. Why I got to show you that? Because you're operating a motor vehicle on a public right of way. You're operating in Wilson County. I'm a Wilson County Sheriff's deputy. Driver's license, registration, insurance, please. I ain't got no driver's license. Well, you should. All right, you going to jail for what? For dude, you ain't even supposed. He shouldn't have took me to jail. He should have wrote. Why didn't he write my baby a ticket? How can he write him a ticket when he don't have a driver's license? This was a big thing. This was a big. I don't understand these people. They make no damn sense. But then when you see they stupid ass mamas try to throw shade for them, now you know where they got it from. You know where they got it from. They goofy ass whoever the hell raising them on this dumb shit. And cry racism for everything. You don't have a driver's license. That's not a race thing. That's a stupid thing. And you speeding and knowing you not. Man, if I was on some low down shit, man, I know my insurance ain't gonna kick in till next week.
I'm finna be doing the speed limit to the T, Nick.
Thank you.
Not
I'm
even not 5 miles
and
over.
a 40.
Thank you. What are we talking about? But like you said, Nick, racist. They want to take the black man down and all this other shit. No, nigga, you out here.
Yeah. You know. You ain't acting right. If you was doing, like say, if he was doing 40 in the 40 or underwood, like the cops here said that, well, he ain't a cop, he's the deputy. I never would have even pulled him over. I wouldn't have known whether he had a license or not. Because I wouldn't even have pulled you over. Oh, you know the car sitting in my impound yard, right? Yeah, I picked it up 2 days ago. It's sitting in my yard. So somebody, I already talked to the mama and I told her whether she need to get it out. So it's crazy, man. People just they lead their kids to the fire, literally. But bruh, I'm gonna go drop back down watching in the chat. Go ahead with the show. And Sherelle come in throwing blows, right?
Yeah, Sherelle down there trolling as usual.
Yeah, hey man, hey, but you gotta love her for it. No, that means she love you, bro.
For sure.
Hey, I'm up out of here. I'm gonna be back down in the chat. Be good, bro.
All right, for sure, Nick. Appreciate you. Brother Lamar, what's going on, man? This real quick. Shout out to man, Little Rock coming through again, man, with another 50 ball on the super chat, brother. Greatly appreciate you putting more club soda on there, brother.
That's $25,000 alpaca. You block that shit. Right. You don't rubble. Put the club soda on there.
All right, so what you got for us, brother?
Lamar.
Lamar.
Hey, first I want to say, keep up the good work, man. What you're doing is really good work because people don't want to believe their own eyes and their own ears. So they letting the media and the world tell them what to think, which is bad. I think what we're doing right now, as a people, we supporting bad behavior. It is not even smart. It's not even smart. Think about it. I have a son. You have sons.
Yep.
We had to teach our sons how to act in this earth, dude. Be like, number one, you're outnumbered. Number two, you shouldn't be there. Number three, you must have been hostile if you're over there. Because if you're peaceful, most people are not going to kick you out, right? You have to be able to sell yourself. And everybody been to a sports tournament, especially football players. Football players, you know, they football player. They talk to be aggressive, right?
Yep.
And like I said, we had to teach our children that, number one, you shouldn't be over there. And if you're over there, apologize and leave. If you're a little short Federation guy like myself, you have to know how to negotiate with your mouth. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the wrong space, you know, you can go to your space, or you could apologize, or you could dap up your friend over there, whatever. But what you're doing is great, man. We have to stop supporting bad behavior, because what happened is the kids come after him, they're doing the same behavior. Then when they get locked up in a penitentiary, which is legalized slavery, nothing good come from it, right? So what you're doing, you're trying to teach people the right way, how to respond to the earth, but they don't want to hear it the right way.
Yeah, no. Anytime white people get involved, Lamar, man, niggas can't hear it, man. They can't understand it. Like you said, that's the first thing I think about, bro. I got 2 sons, man. My youngest son is 14. He'll be 15 this year. Do you know how fucking devastated I would be, Lamar, if I found out that my son got into a fucking argument with another kid? He pushed the kid one time and the kid stabbed him and killed him, or shot him and killed him. You know what I'm saying? Are we that's we willing to justify? You see what I'm saying? And niggas don't even understand that. This is the precedent we're setting, and we're going to be okay with from here on night. Oh, well, stand your ground. So now we're making kids susceptible for fucking stand your ground for kid shit, taking a life. But again, niggas don't care because the white people involved, and they got this, imaginary beef or whatever to get back they gotta get. So it's just anything goes, no holds barred, which is fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it's totally ridiculous, man. Have you ever been to Frisco, Texas? Man, that field is a beautiful field, right? It's a beautiful field. That's why they shocked that something will happen on it. Like I say, my son runs track now. I'm back overseas too. I'm not in Lynchburg no more. But my he runs track now. We go to track field all the time over here, right? And he hang out with his group. Then after the track meet, they might dap it up with the other people or the other teams and stuff like that. But they're not hanging out over there, dude, because they got to have strategy. They got to think. They got to focus. They got to get prepared for the track meet. But it's like I said, I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing, dude. Use your own eyes and own ears to stop listening to everybody else, dude. And also, you're trying to teach people how to survive. They worried about what's right. Well, he was in the right. Dude, the dude finna go to the penitentiary, allegedly, right? And that's nothing good for him. That's about it, man. I just want to tell you, keep up the good work, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
And the defense is bad. I just want to say the defense is really bad.
Defense is horrible, bro.
You say, touch me and see what's going to happen. That's not a defense, dude.
Yeah, that's not a defense at all. That's horrible. Black people funded $500,000 for this, Lamar. They $500,000 of y'all money, bro. They could have went towards something that was actually, positive and meaningful. And y'all gave it up simply because y'all wanted to see the black boy get off for killing the white boy.
That is sad, man.
With 20 fucking witnesses around.
Everybody's seeing in broad daylight. Man, I think Joe Will said it best. He should have tried to. I'm not a lawyer, but he should have tried to cop a plea early, man.
Yeah, that's
act remorseful. Yeah.
Nobody would have took this to trial, Lamar. Nobody would have took this to trial, bro.
Yes, act remorseful. Like I say, you might have to lie. You might have to do what they do, crowd. Whatever you have to do.
Whatever.
cry. Act really small, whatever. But it's a sad situation. I just want to. I just don't understand why people doesn't see the truth. They have eyes and ears, and they still want to say something that is not even happening. Dude, it's not even happening. I travel. Nobody chasing me. Nobody chasing me. Nobody chasing me when I go back to the States. Nobody chasing me. Nobody give a F about me. This is good. I mean, I can go by my business. They go by their business. But okay, I'm gonna drop back down, dude. Just keep telling the truth. Cause I tell my kids the truth. I educate my son. My son in there now fixing some food, right? I tell him, what you do if somebody put a knife on you? He said, run. I said, yeah, that's right. I told you that, run.
Even though you didn't understand how deadly a knife can be. Like I said, bro, a motherfucker that know what they doing with a knife is deadlier than a motherfucker with a gun, bro.
Yeah, a knife is really bad. Like say in like my son he know jiu-jitsu and judo, and I told him to run. He answered it correctly. He told me well. And number two, if you're somebody that bigger than you, you got to come on, dude. You can't fight the whole team. Come on, that's not intelligent at all, right? You in their territory on their ground, you talking trash. But I'm gonna leave it at this. I think it wasn't peaceful. I might be wrong. Yes, I probably are wrong. But I don't think he went over there peacefully. I'm pretty sure if you over there peacefully, people ain't gonna kick you out, or it's not gonna be a response like that. You're not gonna say, you're not gonna kick nobody out.
Yeah, no, that's what the witnesses were saying. The witnesses were saying he was there and cool until they asked him, and then once when they asked him and talked to him, he became aggressive. So yeah.
Just by this, man. Shoot him, my brother.
All right, for sure, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like a little size difference, but
yeah.
I don't know. When I hear them talking about Carmelo Anthony's size, like he was a football player, he was an athlete. I know he was looking to play college football. I just don't know how strong of a, while he was giving some weight up to Austin Metcalf when he had a knife, whether that's something that might really resonate with the juror.
Yeah, no, it's not. And again, that's why I keep telling y'all, man. We're in Texas, so these are people that are from that area. You don't think any of those fucking men jurors that were on there play fucking football and they understand that, you know, like what's going on here? Come on, bro. That's not gonna cut it. He was bigger than him. He's broader, huh? And wider and all this other shit. Okay, cool, fine. Big enough to fucking intimidate this dude and then thinking that he was going to die from a push. I've never been fucking pushed, bro, and thought I was going to die. Now, you might be punched or kicked like in the head or some shit or whatever, but a push that's going to kill you, bro, no, that didn't even, that sensation doesn't even fucking, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker can't even push you to death. A motherfucker can push you into some shit or push you off of some shit, but just a push, you're not going to die from no motherfucking push, bro. I mean, I guess unless you like a elderly person. 99.99999% of people are not going to die from a push. A punch, possibly. A kick, possibly. A knee, an elbow. Yes, but just pushing a person. No, bro, that in itself, even everybody saying that and niggas not picking up on that. He didn't punch him, bro. He didn't punch him. He didn't kick him. He didn't hit him. He pushed him.
Yeah, Chris, and I hear that too. And actually, they say he's smaller than 185. They say he's around 145, 8. Okay. So what they're trying to do, yeah, I mean, I look at him and, you know, he looks like an average sized kid when I walk past him. Clearly, you know, a little thinner, but he's still essentially a grown man. He's still 18 at this point. He doesn't look like a child, but neither here nor there as far as that, Chris. I think where they're going, they're trying to show some kind of stark disparity. Okay, we got the two twins over here that, again, 6'1", 6'2", 215, burly boys, linebackers, all of this. But they're trying to make him out to seem like these big bullies, I feel. Like they were asking one of the students on the stand today, well, you know, if you were to walk up on Austin Metcalf, would you feel threatened or intimidated? And he just responded. He was like, I don't know about intimidated. He was like, I probably wouldn't pick a fight with him, but it wasn't like he was, you know, walking up like a giant and being, you know, abrasive about things. But I think that's just what they're trying to throw the wall here, Chris, to show aggression on Austin Metcalf's side, trying to aid in that self-defense claim that they're having or presenting for Carmelo Anthony.
Because one other thing that I kind of noticed as well, because I remember when this case first happened and the police kind of laid out this fact that like the track meet had been delayed because of rain. And maybe Carmelo Anthony went into the tent because it was raining, but it also doesn't seem like from the testimony that it was some like monsoon that was in the area where everybody was taking cover because it was coming through.
And actually, one of the things they pointed out is that it wasn't even an actual rain delay. There was confusion. There were athletes warming up. They had put rain delay on the billboard on the scoreboard, but that wasn't true. It wasn't even official. So every officer's account, every trainer who was out there, every coach, every athlete, they all admitted, yeah, it was drizzling. The drizzle picked up, you know, a little as the day went on. But as far as the morning goes, it was just a really wet morning. It rained overnight. They say the rain didn't really start until after the stabbing happened, because one of the former coaches who actually testified yesterday said he kneeled down, who's the head track coach actually, he kneeled down with Hunter Metcalf, the twin brother of Austin, to pray, you know, after this happened. Of course, there'd be a lot of emotion in this moment, a couple of minutes after your brother's been stabbed. And he said as soon as he kneeled down to pray, that's when rain really started to come. But all before that, by all accounts that we've heard so far on the witness stand, it was not really raining at all. It was just wet and misty, just really a yucky day. So, you know, there are people out there with umbrellas, there are people without umbrellas. So, and the defense keeps asking,
if you're the defense, what's your argument? I don't have a defense for this, bro. This is not something I would suggest my client. I would tell him I wouldn't take this case. I wouldn't take this case. It's just too cut and dry. It's just way too much variable. This is a very hard case to win. So I don't even have a defense for this. But if I had to choose one, the only thing you could go with would be the fear thing. The fear is the only thing you could go with. They doing too much shit though. They're focused on, oh well, he warned him. That's a horrible defense. I would never even bring up that he said. I would try to skate by that every time. Don't touch me or touch me and find out or whatever. The touch me and find out shit, I would stay away from that like the plague. Yeah, they definitely should have asked for a plea deal. But Gray Fox, who gonna ask for a plea deal when you see these dumb niggas raise $500,000 you can fucking charge? Yeah, that shit too. Yeah, to getting out of the rain. That's the reason why I end up stabbing somebody and killing them. I had to get out of the
The
rain.
witnesses. Are you aware that Centennial is the only team that didn't have a tent that day? Alluding to the fact that, maybe somebody doesn't want to stand outside and get drenched, just get drained in rainwater, but that doesn't seem to be the case here.
And as you're kind of watching and taking in what's happening in the courtroom, I mean, these are long days. I mean, I think it's like 9 hours. I think today was like 8 hours. The judges really kind of have his foot on the gas and getting this, getting this done to the point where they're going to be having court on Saturday as well. What has stood out to you about the jury as all of this has been going on?
Their responses to some of this stuff that's obviously being presented. I mean, you're watching a child die on body cam. You're looking at another 17-year-old across the way who's accused of that killing. You're seeing this bloody knife. You're seeing the bloody clothes. You're hearing 911 calls, the testaments of all these people who saw a child die in these stands. And so I'm looking at them, and it's a mixture of grown men and women, obviously. And shamelessly enough, I expected the women to cry when they heard some things. But Chris, I've seen 2 or 3 of the grown men with Kleenex in their hand, listening to some of this testimony, watching some of this video. So and that was something yesterday. That was on day 1 of testimony, and a little bit today as well. So the prosecution already pulling at the heartstrings of this jury. As the defense still has their time to come present their case, but I just wonder, I fear if some of those jurors have already made up their mind, given the the extreme nature of what went down, the gravity of this situation here.
Yeah, and you also just have to wonder, is there, what the defense will present when it's their turn to present the case. We know in the opening statements, they talked about Karmelo Anthony as, this good student. He worked multiple jobs, but then it just comes down to that day, in that moment, like his side of the story. How are they going to present it? To your point, the body camera video seems like that would be, a damning piece of evidence that the prosecution presented today. So we'll see. Lastly, Cody, because, tomorrow we're going to be in court again, on Saturday as this is going forward. What do you make of just the pace at which the judge seems to be moving things along? Because I know today there were not a lot of breaks as you went for 8 hours.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's pedal to the metal.
It's not all white. They just don't have no black people on there. So it's not an all white jury. It's just like they just don't have black people on the jury. They're trying to say that too. Listen, bro, that appeal is not going to work. People are saying that because, like I said, they had 3 black women jurors at the end of the day ended up striking. So it's no black people on the jury. But trust me, believe me, bro, that is not going to be an adequate defense, bro, on appeal. It's not going to go the way the niggas trying to make it seem. And again, what Knowles and Boyce that shit in the first place, right? A lot of the witnesses are black kids. That's what people are forgetting. A lot of the witnesses are black kids. But yeah, no, that's not gonna cut it, bro. Yeah, but they showed the thing in court, Noah. The whole courtroom saw it. The whole courtroom saw the thing, Noah. So this is what. So I don't believe and I don't trust anybody. And the fact of the matter that people signed whatever and people said that, Noah. I remember when people claimed that and they said it. You know what they did, Noah? They shut the fuck up. So they let me know that whatever version of the video they got, they couldn't really see shit. And they said this. They had to give it to what you call it, a forensics, video forensics persons to highlight it and to magnify it to the point of where you can really see what was going on. So that's why the people that talk about they saw the tape or whatever the fuck way back when, they didn't see shit. You couldn't really make shit out. Niggas just be talking, bro. Niggas just be chatting.
Foot on the gas for sure, Chris. We got through maybe 8 or 9 witnesses today, 6 students, 2 officers, just going through them. Of course, we're going in court tomorrow. Today, we only had.
They already gave the reasoning. They said they struck the 3 black women because they were all teachers. They were all related to like school students or whatever. So they didn't think they could be impartial, being that they're teachers or they had some type of education background.
1 45-minute lunch break, not even an hour, and then a 10-minute break after that. And that was it. The lunch break was at 11:30 this morning Central Time. And the afternoon break came maybe an hour after that. So we sat in there for a good chunk of the day leading up to the end here. So it seems like, again, we're expecting this trial to be over the end of next week, maybe a verdict by next Thursday, Friday, or if they do a Saturday session, if they get the case on a Friday, I'd imagine the jury might not want to come in on a Saturday, just naturally speaking, but it's expected to be 2 weeks long. And it seems like they are staying on pace, if not ahead of schedule.
And we'll see what happens next. We'll be in court tomorrow, continuing to follow the case of Karmelo Anthony. Cody Thomas from Kourt TV. Great work as always. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Chris. Always happy to be here.
Court will be in session on Saturday as well, and we're going to keep a close eye.
Noah, bro. Noah, fam. You just making shit up. Brother. No. It's not true. That's not true. What you're saying is not true, bro. It's simply not true. Y'all gotta stop doing this shit. Y'all make it worse when y'all double and triple down on a lie. I fucking told you. I know what the fuck I'm talking about because it's been reported from the courthouse. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Yeah, but anyway, man, listen. I went over this shit. I'm pretty much done with this shit for today, bro. You niggas that refuse to believe are gonna refuse to believe. And again, y'all a problem. Please keep your children away from mine. If you believe that this is okay and you believe that this is justified for a kid to stab another kid over a push, bro, keep your fucking kid away from mine, please. I did not know we live in a world this fucking sick and diabolical at this point, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, of course. Calvin, listen, man. Lawyers are some of the shiestiest motherfuckers on the planet. Who the hell not gonna take $500,000? Who not gonna take it? Let me see. Did they offer him a plea deal? Let me see. No, I don't say they offered him a plea either. But I think the fucking defense could have petitioned for a plea. It is what it is. Yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Ali, great. That's what I'm saying. That shit's pretty cut close and dry, man. Crazy. But anyway, man, hey, Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms, man. I appreciate y'all pull up on me. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hype, and follow me on all other social media. That's it on that one. Catch y'all on the next one. We out.